I'm starting a fucking recording.
Get the fucking nose
Doing it. Okay, let's redo this intro because we just recorded the outro after recording the intro. Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Read.
Let's read.
Not
Living the dream.
Living the Dream, thank you, God. We don't have Cabral with us, so unfortunately we are still on hiatus on that one. But guess what? We are going to read another story that is thematically tied to My Little Fluttershy. You know how that story basically, completely screwed over the actual original pathos of the ending of My Little Dashie?
Yeah, kinda. I mean, in the way that it sort of just, completely ruined the entire emotional gut punch of him having his Dashie taken away when they just kind of gave it back and, everything was fine.
Yeah. Well, you know what? That ending was so emotionally impactful and filled me with so much brave love that I thought it would be a good idea to go back into the archives of disembodied fanfiction to find the one story that you guys lost the recording for.
Oh, we lost a shitload of recordings. This is the one, aside from Tickling Rainbow, that
which one are you talking about? We lost loads.
Okay, well, we lost the one that I was actually part of.
Yeah. My Little Dashie, Love Never Dies is...
It's the unofficial sequel that apparently the guy actually claims credit for having written the original. So it's the fake knockoff official sequel to My Little
Dashie. So, spoiler warning, even though I think My Little Fluttershy is funnier than this is markedly worse. Yeah. So, fucking brace yourself.
Strap in, boys.
Yeah.
Okay, same as usual, your narrator, Soundspeed.
Yes.
Lightingrabbit, you're going to be the ponies / non-humans, and I'll be the humans.
My Little Dashie, Love Never Dies, Adventure Human. Years of torment has hurt Dashie's human father, but now he will get to see her again. But there is a problem. She is now a criminal and wanted for murder in Equestria. Her father will do what she can, but in the end, Rainbow Dash must defend herself. Trials will be held, temptations will be present, but the ultimate question is... Fuck, I just choked on my own spit.
Wow.
The ultimate question is, can Soundspeed stay alive throughout?
I have my doubts. How much does Rainbow's human father love her? This is my first story, so please bear with me. If you want a story of my better writing, please check out my other story, Life's Last Breath. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be fucking doing that anytime soon.
Let's totally do that after we're done reading this 8,000-word monstrosity.
Okay. Prologue. Reunition.
Sorry?
Oh my god, revengeance, you have...
I don't think reunition is a real word.
It's just like revengeance, you're right, oh my god. Metal Gear Solid 6 Reunition. Oh, Jesus.
Damn it. We haven't even started and already.
The chapter title of Chapter 1, the prologue, is already fucked it up, okay.
Oh my god.
It's been 5 years, or 5 days in Equestria, since I've seen My Little Dashie. 5 years since she's been taken away.
Actually, with the capitalization there, he's not saying it's been 5 years since he saw his little Dashie as in his daughter. He's saying, since I read the story, My Little Dashie, with all capitalizations.
Oh god, you're right.
Yeah.
I try to keep myself occupied with other things. Friends, alcohol, money, and I even tried drugs once. After going into a deep depression, I turned to a life of crime. I am a drug dealer, and I'm wanted by the law. This is really fucking awkward, huh? I've been holding up...
I love that, though. It's just, so I was just trying to find something useful for myself to do in the meantime, so I became a drug dealer. Something productive to do, at least.
Yeah, it's oh my god, it was something to do at least. I tried friends, making money, selling drugs, doing drugs, shooting up a mansion.
I love the progression, though. It's just I even tried drug once, and then I became a drug dealer.
I tried drug once, and loved it, so I did
Here
more.
I am. Yeah.
Oh my god. I have been holding up in a small abandoned house at the edge of town, and no one has ever come near here, except my clients. I've got a good food supply, weapons, ammunition, and of course, drugs.
The all-important.
Well, I'll give him this. He's beating out John Freeman because he already has weapon.
Yeah, he already does have weapon. It was a normal Friday. Everything was calm and good. After checking the perimeter, I had settled in my bed for a nice, well-deserved slumber.
Such a, like, random thing.
Another successful day of dealing.
Wow! I said to myself. It was around midnight. A client wanted to make sure she got her drugs and get away with it, so we had to meet late. Unlike everyone else who wanted to get their drugs but not get away with it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is
those
his
guys
success.
came in the morning when the police were here.
It had been a while since Dashie crossed my mind, so I grabbed the photo album the princess let me keep, and I skipped to the parts of Dashie and I. I love this, though. He's just like, it had been a while since I thought about Dashie, so I thought about Dashie and then grabbed the photo album.
I also like that he had to skip to the parts with Dashie, so like the princess left him a photo album of his memories with his daughter, but then also just threw in a bunch of random crap in there as well.
You're right. Her first bath, her first meal, getting her cutie mark, her first flight, and on and on and on. I was awoken by a loud crash and shut up. Looking around, I realized that I had fallen asleep while looking at the photos. After staying still for a few minutes, I slowly got out of bed and grabbed an M9 close by. Gotta go check the perimeter.
Dun-dun-dun.
Okay, shouldn't make that joke, but oh well.
After loading my gun, I walked down the stairs, thinking the police had found me. So I like that. It's just like, the police have probably found me, so I'm gonna go out with a fucking bang. And he like loads up his M9.
The police may be searching around the
It's
area,
time.
trying to fucking murder everyone.
Yeah. That's the fucking sound thing to do. I walked down the stairs, thinking the police had found me. I checked the kitchen. Nothing. Same with the washing room, bathroom, and guest bedroom. When I walked into the living room, there was a silhouette of something in the middle of the room. The strange thing was that it was not a human. That's the really weird part. Not the fact that it was in my fucking house, but then, you know.
Yeah, that wasn't the weirdest bit.
It looks like not quite human. I'm not sure what it is. Christ. Whoa, shit, I actually just got lost. Hold on. There we
Last
go.
paragraph.
Who was I playing again, actually, while we're on the subject?
You're playing all the ponies and non-human creatures that are also in the story.
Perfect.
I quietly walked back into the kitchen, where I grabbed a flashlight, walked back to the living room, and flicked it on. I shone it on the figure, and I was shocked at what I saw. Before me was a mare.
Dun dun dun.
She had cyan fur, and her mane and tail was a rainbow color.
Once again, with the capitalization, she doesn't have Scion colored fur, she's wearing Scion brand fur.
Oh, you're right, yeah. That's fuck's sake. She turned around, and we stared at each other for a moment.
Dashie!
And I love this, too. It's just like, he finds her, she's just looking away, standing fucking completely still. So he walks into the other room, grabs the flashlight, comes all the way back, shines the light on her, and then she turns around.
I'd love to see that in like a slasher film, just like, John? No, is that you in the darkness? Hold on, wait a second. Walks over in the kitchen, rummaged through things, pulls out a flashlight, walks back in, turns it on. Oh my god, it's Jason!
Ah! Oh, God.
Author's note, for some reason the image will not appear on the top screen, / Sorry guys, open parenthesis.
I also made a mistake. The prologue wasn't supposed to be this long, a whole 398 words. I copied and pasted 3 chapters into one. I write all my stories in Word. I'm fixing it now.
Wait,
This means that this was originally 3 chapters.
that is amazing.
That means every single paragraph was a chapter.
I feel so bad when I write like a chapter that is less than 2,000 words, but this guy has no complaints. Thug life.
He was just fucking like, wow, okay.
I wouldn't give a fuck. It's too long now. Now that's 300 words.
I'm
I'm not
done.
going to
Fuck
change
it.
it at this point, you mad?
Chapter 1, Reveal. I thought we already had the fucking reveal at the end of the last chapter.
Like a
What does that count as if that wasn't the reveal?
That was the prologue to the reveal, you understand?
Oh, right.
Seeing my daughter sent me into shock, because I thought I would never see her again.
That's you, Lightingrabbit.
Yeah, just hang on. I'm like still a little bit in shock, and also I need to find the right place.
I need to
What?
find the right page, the second paragraph of chapter 1.
What do you do during these Let's Reads? Because you're never on, like, par with everybody else. You never, like, are up to date on the story. So you just go out to do other stuff.
He's playing Doom. He's got Doom right in the background. Seriously, Lightning Rabbit, it's chapter 2, the first line of the second paragraph. It is, like, the easiest word to find.
We just started.
No, he dropped!
Oh,
Really?
God.
What the hell? Oh my
In
god.
the
Okay. Lightning
arms
Rabbit.
of the angel.
God damn it. Lightning.
When you
There you go. You want to read your damn line now?
I said that.
You dropped when you did. Okay.
Okay. She asked. I dropped my gun, and she came running into my arms.
Seriously?
But louder this time.
She exclaimed as we embraced. As we hugged, I asked.
So what are you doing here?
I expected that she said that she misses me, wanted to see me, etc., but the answer shocked me.
Treating me horribly because of what I've done, and now I'm.
You have to read that again because you keep on dropping out.
Because of what I've done, and now I'm wanted in Equestria.
Okay, the
She
others
looked
are
at me
treating me
with-
horribly is what keeps on getting cut.
Yeah. She looked at me with sad eyes and looked at the ground.
What do you do?
I asked, putting an arm of assurance around her. She looked up and me, and opened her mouth as if she wanted to speak, but then closed it again.
I can't tell.
She said simply.
Why ever not?
I asked, concerned. She sniffled.
Really? Why ever not? Because you wouldn't love
She
me
began.
anymore.
Oh. She began sobbing, and I caught her as she fell to the floor. I led her to the old couch, where we sat until she calmed down.
on my drug dealing couch.
Yeah, there you go.
Couch.
On the old couch, covered and caked in, like, semen and fucking
Vomit.
nasty.
And cocaine.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. I looked her in her eyes, and I could tell she did something horrible.
I wrote 120 Days of Blue Blood. Can you ever
She just
predict
told you she did, so
Dashie, no
Much of a
matter
deduction, was it?
what happened, I love you, and I always will.
Dashie looked at the ground, and then back at me.
then back to the ground, then back at me.
And back
The
to the ground,
ground
and
isn't
back at
me.
me.
But, no, okay. I've murdered the princess. What? Okay, I don't love you anymore. Okay.
Okay. That happens. Is that the reveal that they were talking about?
I guess so, yeah.
That
Author's
was it.
note.
That was all there was.
Okay, I finished this chapter, and I still have one more to fix. I just joined a few hours ago, so I'm still learning all of this. Happy face.
Well, I'm glad he's having a good time.
I'm glad he's enjoying himself. Oh my god, there's a comment from today.
Oh my god, really?
20 hours, 37 minutes ago. What the heck? I'm not shocked that she did it. I'm shocked she was able to do it. Like, what the fuck? Somebody's actually reading this that long after the fact? That isn't us?
That's weird. Also, not immediately mocking it, just kind of going like, well, this is an interesting thing. I'm having trouble. I'm interested in what happens in the next part of the story because I'm curious as to how this unfolds.
What an interesting premise.
You know, Lightning, are you doing anything on your internet connection? You seem to be dropping, like, wow, a whole lot.
Yeah.
And see what the internet's using
Oh, all right.
today. Okay, let's.
Let's
I have open. Oh no, but then I have to get rid of that.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're gonna have to. And Soundspeed, why don't you continue us along? While you do
Okay,
In the arms of the air.
angels.
The news
Bingo.
hit me like a punch in the
Yeah,
face. This is chapter 2
yeah, chapter two.
flashback, by the way.
I love how that just. The
Yeah.
news hit me like a punch in the face.
Yeah. What happened?
I asked. Dashie looked at me and then started. This is from Dashie's village. He was in Equestria.
Oh,
When I had woken up, I was in a cloud castle. My head was pounding, and a figure was standing in the corner.
hello, Rainbow Dash. Feeling well?
It questioned.
Oh crap, that's Luke. Okay.
Whatever, it's fine.
I tried to speak, but I only coughed.
It's okay. Traveling from world to world can take its toll on a person to recover.
Let's just pretend that Lightning is a robot
Yeah, fair enough.
who keeps turning on and off. After my
Hang on,
blurry...
hang on. I'm only working. Hang on.
I'm only
I'm
working...
gonna sort this out.
It sounds like somebody keeps putting a ball gag in your mouth over and over again.
Hey, I haven't even reached England yet. Bullshit.
Okay.
Okay, how's the internet now?
You got as far as, how's the internet now?
Stop again. Do you want to like hang up the call, restart Skype?
What is
and then
wrong?
come back?
Like, it doesn't
Like-
say there's... Who's hosting it? Because it doesn't say there's anything wrong on my...
You're explaining how nothing's the matter. You keep on dropping.
Okay, hold on.
Do with who's host?
I think I'm hosting, and that's not a good idea. Let's try this with somebody else hosting.
Okay, I'll hold on. Okay, everybody, you hear about the news about a guy named Butcher Pete. Pete just walked into this house and he's something.
Right, is this any better?
Yeah, that's way better.
Yes. It was my fault.
See, it's got nothing to do with my internet. Like, I was looking through it and it doesn't say there's anything wrong with it. And I was like, what the hell's going on?
No. Okay,
I
let's.
love that. Like you were trying to explain why you weren't dropping out while you were dropping. So it's like, I swear to God,
Not
I'm
dropping.
even dropping.
My internet should be working just fine.
Okay, it should be working out. Okay, no.
There was actually one point where you're just like, there is no problem.
There's nothing wrong on my end.
Oh my god. Okay.
Let's
Let's.
recorded, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. That's going in. That's gonna be great.
That's the comedy goal of this episode.
It's the highlight clip.
Right.
Okay. This start again from Hello Rainbow Dash.
Hang on. Hello, Rainbow Dash. Feeling well?
It questioned. I tried to speak, but I only coughed.
It's okay. Traveling from world to world can take a toll on the pony's body, but you'll recover.
After my blurry vision had cleared, I noticed the pony called Twilight Sparkle was standing at the foot of my bed, smiling.
This is Dash, remember, who's saying this.
That one person who I don't know.
Yeah, and my friend, the one they call Lightingrabbit. He was
Shit, I have to. Damn it! I'm late for a fucking reading I have to do today with oh jeez, my buddy, that guy.
The one they call.
The one they called
Rhubarb, Ruhad,
Jihad.
something like that.
Jihad. That's it.
Very upper.
Jihad. Okay. Where am I?
I asked.
You're back in Equestria in your cloud home.
She said softly.
Now you may be wondering.
About all these wonders.
I'm wondering where the hell I am.
I learned that word from Daddy when he was angry. The word I'm referring to is wondering.
Yeah.
Oh god, I'm wondering so hard right now. Equestria?
Twilight answered.
I don't know where that is. All I know is that my dad is not here.
Twilight had a worried look on her face.
Oh dear, you still remember? Oh no.
She asked.
Wasn't it the point that she wasn't necessarily like they weren't necessarily blocking out Dash's memory, but returning her old ones? Like, why is it that like the thing Twilight's concerned about is, oh crap, she's remembering, and not, oh crap, she seems to still have amnesia, like super hard.
Yeah. Every time there's a plot hole, someone make a noise to signify that there's a plot hole.
What are you?
Yeah, we're getting the key jangling.
Yeah, that'll be the sign. I was just picking my keys up, but yeah, that if there's ever a plot hole, I'll shake the keys around.
Perfect.
Hold on. Yeah, my keys aren't in here. I was gonna do the same thing, but
We can all just get a pair of keys and go.
I got my dice.
I just like stabbed myself in the hand.
Really, this is like the worst episode we've ever recorded.
It's just not lightning day to day.
I've got like a double locking key, and so one of them's really sharp and the other one isn't, and I hit myself with the sharp one.
Oh shit, guys! My hand! Oh my hand, dude! My hand!
See, I've got this double locking, and what I used to I walk up to the front door and I put, and the key would then, and then eventually I would, and that's how I defeated the whole of the French army. And yeah, Tuesday's fine for me, thanks.
I'm glad we had this conversation.
Brilliant.
Continuing onwards.
Yeah. Where the hell are we?
Yes, wouldn't I?
Yeah. Yes, why wouldn't I?
Yes, why wouldn't I?
I question the unicorn back.
Well, I thought that the memory spell. Oh, sure. I forgot what voice she had. Well, I thought that the memory spell I casted would erase your memory, but you tried to make me forget.
I shouted. Twilight looked at me as I got out of bed.
I don't know who. Oh no, wrong one. I don't know who you are, but all I know is that I don't belong here.
I said as I flew out the window.
To Lightning's credit, with screwing up having having different narrators and different speakers in the same paragraph. After My Little Fluttershy, it is actually kind of shocking to have read something that actually has relatively well done grammar structure.
Yeah. Ugh. After flying for a long while, I came to a big castle. It appeared to be the princess's castle. It looked like the castle the princess lived in from the episodes I watched on TV.
End parentheses.
And I flew towards it.
Let's
I
find the
landed
castle.
on the balcony and looked in. There was Princess Celestia reading a scroll. I stood there and watched her.
Well, g'day, Rainbow Dash.
A voice greeted from behind. I jumped around and saw Princess Luna
Oh,
staring.
fuck's sake. I thought it was just going to be like a one-time thing. Now I have to actually do a bad Australian accent for every...
No, she's
Oh,
not
yeah.
around for that long. Just a spoiler,
Yeah, just saying. Okay.
In fear, I walked backwards till I was up against the wall. Then Celestia came out.
Luna, I was wondering. Oh, hello, Rainbow Dash. Feeling well?
The princess asked me as she approached me. With both ponies approaching me and me up against the wall terrified, I let instinct take over. When Luna was too close for comfort, I bucked and hit her square in the cheek. There was a loud crack, and she fell to the floor dead. Princess Celestia looked in horror at her dead sister, and then she looked at me. Then back to her sister, then at me. But her
Yeah, and
sister
for
is
some
not
reason,
me.
instead of like actually doing anything herself, because she's really powerful, she just like calls the guards in. Guards,
She shouted,
we have a murderer.
and flew away as
Damn you, Macbeth!
I can't do it properly, but I love the way Scottish people say murderer.
Yeah, murder.
It's a murder.
Murder.
It's like burglar alarm.
Macbeth, beware, Macduff.
I had a geography teacher who was Scottish, and we always used to get to say burglar alarm because it just sounded like so funny. What's that? Oh, it's a burglar alarm.
a burglar alarm. I flew away as fast as I could, the Royal Pegasus Guards catching up to me. I was flying so fast that I was able to perform a sonic rain boom, and I was teleported here.
Stop right there, criminal scum!
Alright, now let's remember for a moment that he said she was away for 5 days. She woke up on the first day back, flew for presumably 4 days to get to Canterlot non-stop, and then all of this happened.
Yeah.
Fucking trucked her right in the jaw.
I still don't get that, how a god didn't, one, see that coming, or two, not, like, live after that. Like, I get, like, she must have kicked her seriously hard to, like, actually kill her from that. Because you can knock someone out, but, you know.
Yeah, it's like, wow.
There's some serious power behind that kick. You can kill a god.
It just turned around and just smack her right in the jaw. Like it's friggin' like Ivan Drago in Rocky wasn't able to do that, and like that was kind of the big like terrifying moment for him as a character. The fact that he like killed Apollo Creed with a single punch, with like a punch. And that was after like an extended boxing match, and yeah, friggin' Dash does this to a god in a single punch.
God damn.
Wow.
It's powerful.
On that note, Chapter 3, Chase.
They've got very simplified names, these chapters.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very easy. Honestly, my favorite so far is Reunition.
Yeah, I'm seriously bummed out that it isn't like Rechase.
Re-Chase.
The reshape.
The re-reveal.
The re-reveal.
Yes.
Okay, where are we at?
After Dashie had finished her story, I wrapped my arms around her.
I wrapped my arms around her.
Truth is, Dashie,
I began.
that...
I was interrupted by a loud explosion that jolted both the Pegasus and I to look out the window. We saw Princess Celestia, her royal guards, and the main six, excluding Rainbow Dash.
Oh shit.
Oh wow.
I do love like the way that these characters are introduced with like the large explosion. It sounds less like something out of the show and more out of like one of the Rainbow Dash Presents, just like the bang.
I get also that you need to make sure that you don't confuse your audience, but was it really necessary to put excluding Rainbow Dash? It kind of goes without saying she can't be in the room and with the main six.
I could totally actually see this happening on Rainbow Dash Presents. Like, I could really envision all of this happening.
Yeah. It makes a lot more sense if you think about it like that. Think about it as a Rainbow Dash Presents episode.
Yeah.
What the hell accent did Celestia have?
Scottish.
Yeah, she said something about a burglar alarm.
Find Rainbow Dash and bring her to me.
Celestia ordered. All the ponies started advancing towards the house, but we're still a few miles away.
What? How did you see them then?
So he's like in the biggest clearing ever, like the most inconspicuous tiny house in this giant miles-long clearing.
Okay, obviously, like the show has lied to us all these years, and they're actually like the size of like AT-ATs, and they just like pull out their binoculars, like the Empire's landing.
They just came in like drop pods and like massive, great tsunami creating drop pods. Okay.
All right.
Oh, good lord.
Okay. Sorry. No, it's Soundspeed. You're
Still the
right.
narrator.
Right. I looked back and saw Dashie huddled in the corner, shaking with fear. I would be too if this fucking giant-ass ponies were just
Yeah.
busting down my clearing.
Oh shit.
I ran to my room, grabbed a
Come with my
backpack,
drugs,
as
man.
many guns and ammunition as I could carry, and I ran downstairs and used the remaining room in my backpack and pockets for food and water.
Oh, I'm just gonna quickly say here, this is the obligatory gun like toting bit coming out here, where they have to name the exact weapon that they have, because you know.
Holding a Carabiner 98K in hand, I ran back over to Dashie.
Quickly, let's move before they get here.
Quickly, let's read. Okay.
What's real? Okay.
And he just sits down with like a microphone. So Dashie, today we're going to be reading.
That would make me like this story.
You know, that's
these guys.
we're going to have to do that in character once. We're going to have to sit down with Rainbow Dash and fucking
Gyricon.
yeah, doing a let's read. Okay, can I just point out by the way that he put food in his pockets?
Yeah.
With his
He's like,
gun.
imagine slipping like
He's
a
like
whole
at a
turkey.
he's like at a buffet and he's just like smuggling the food out in his pockets, like put crisps in his pocket and stuff like that. Put Cheetos in there, just like save that for later.
He's apparently also, like, in addition to all this, like, he's just shoving food in his pockets along with guns and ammunition. Like, as many ammunition
Gunshot
as he
residue
can.
on his like chips, just. Ugh.
Oh,
And then
the
he has smoke
taste
and
of
blows his mouth
gunpowder.
open. Yeah. See, that's the issue, is you can't smoke after eating gunpowder flavored crisps.
Oh, sorry.
That's the
Blow
real
your
trap.
entire mouth up.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, wouldn't it be weird if they go up to the police and they're like, right, I know I'm a drug dealer, but you gotta hear me out. There are ponies, they've come from another world and they're trying to steal my
It's like,
drugs.
dude, I
like
know
to-
that I'm a drug
also
dealer,
funny.
and I promise I'm not using my supply, but right now there are magical talking horses who've come from another dimension, and I saw them a couple miles away, and they're coming to take my daughter, who's also a horse, and because she killed a princess by kicking her in the face.
Of course they are, Brad. Right, let's go now. We'll take you to the asylum.
Oh god.
Okay.
I said in a hurry is your next line.
I said to her in a hurry.
They want me, not you. Just go without me.
Dashie replied in a sorrowful tone. I grabbed her hoof.
Now comes
No
the,
pony
obligatory
gets
Call
left
of Duty.
behind.
I love how happy this guy sounds.
Yes.
No one gets left behind. Yeah,
I
this
said
is that's.
right.
In fact, is this just like My Little Dashie Call of Duty style? They've named a random gun, and now they're doing the no one gets left behind thing.
Yes. Well, at the end of the story, we never actually got here, but like at the very end of the story, the actual planned ending was they are about to get into like a helicopter to escape, and then Dash just turns around and shoots the unnamed protagonist in the chest. It's like, I knew you were working for the CIA this entire time, and now the war with America will begin.
Now I have the nuclear launch code. And it just goes up in the helicopter. And we can tie it with Left 4 Dead as well, because then like the helicopter takes off and then the guy's infected who's driving.
Okay,
Perfect.
Like in the end of Left 4
America
Dead.
is dominate.
I said, here's your next line, Soundspeed.
I said as I
perfect.
helped her up. She smiled as we made our way downstairs and out the back door. We just made it outside, and we're face to face with the princess!
That's you, Lightning.
Get them.
She ordered. A guard charged us, and I smacked him with the butt of my rifle, knocking him to the ground. Like, you mean your Carabiner 98K?
Yeah.
We ran back inside, into the front door. I love that, like, they go out the back door, they find one dude, take him down, they're like, oh shit, we're surrounded, and then go the other way.
Yeah.
The remaining ponies in the main five were waiting for
Main
us.
5, because remember, Dash isn't there anymore.
Right.
Why didn't
Sure
you just
is,
say
no.
that the first time? Why did you go the main 6 excluding Dash? Why didn't you just say the main 5?
It's kind of a no shit, like...
Yeah.
I fired a bullet and hit a guard, his corpse hitting the ground quickly.
The
As
body
I
hit the
reloaded,
pool.
both of I love that he had to fire one whole bullet and reload.
Yeah. You know, it's a proper one of the. It's like an old musket he's got there.
It's like a first-person shooter.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
he doesn't
It's like
realize that when you reload in real life, you don't get to keep the rest of your clip.
Yeah. Yeah. So, can you imagine an FPS like kind of colonial era type thing?
There
So
is
it's
one,
just,
it's
like,
not very good.
Smooth bore rifles taking like 20 minutes to reload.
Yeah, there is one. It's a Civil War game, and it takes like a realistic amount of time to reload your gun after every shot.
It's just like
It's really, it's almost unplayable. It's like, it's weird.
like the slowest game ever.
It really is.
It's like, right, okay, fired the shot right, and just fucking clear it out, put the gunpowder in, put the ball in, put the powder,
You joke, I've actually played it, and yeah, really it is.
push it down, cock the thing back.
Yeah. God, continue, Soundspeed. Oh, good.
We locked and barricaded the door with all the broken furniture in the room. Why is it all broken? Nobody's coming to your fucking house yet.
It's all
I like that, like, they just
drug
fucking
dealers.
broke all of the furniture in an effort to barricade it properly. Just like, Dashie, grab the chair and just fucking punch the shit.
Yeah, just like throw it against the wall, break it into pieces, and then block the door up with that.
They're a rock band.
Wouldn't it have more structure and integrity if we left the chair intact? Don't ask questions.
We could hear the ponies coming up the steps when I got an idea. I turned to Dashie and said,
Dashie, jump out the window.
What?
she asked me.
But we'll die, despite the fact that I have wings.
You have wings, remember?
I said, pointing to her wings. Why did she forget?
Oh, silly me.
That's actually your line, almost.
I need
Yeah.
you to go procreate with this girl. But I don't have a penis!
Yes, you
I do
do.
have a penis! Oh yeah!
Oh, so I do. I forgot about that. Shit.
Oh my god.
I should be more careful where I put this thing.
Yeah,
I almost
you don't
lost
want to
it.
become like Gyrocon.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Him again?
Lightning.
Oh yeah, I remember what was wrong with him. Oh yeah, but what about you?
I have my own way. Just jump.
I said in a hurried tone. Can you like do like a fucking child's like read a children's book in that voice? Cause it's
Sure.
Which one? Oh, dude has like.
I have my own way. Just jump like this really. Whoa.
Yeah.
And so little Dashie jumped out
And
of the window.
so the drug dealer threw his daughter out the window and then leapt out himself with his jetpack.
Yeah. Firing shots from his Mauser rifle, which impacted the guards' skulls,
He
crushing
shot-
them entirely.
He shot 3 guards. Can you count to 3? 1 dead guard, 2 dead guards, 3 dead guards. That's 3 that's 3 widows with orphans.
Well done. You counted to 3 dead guards. Oh my
Dashie
God.
did as I commanded, and began running towards the window with me right next behind her. I like how you jingled the keys for a plot hole.
Yeah.
When she jumped, I grabbed onto her body, and we both flew out together. I was too heavy, and we tumbled to the ground. But Dashie's wings had slowed our fall, preventing any major damage. Like, oh, I got so fat from my sedentary drug-dealing lifestyle.
I love how, like...
It's like major. That was his master plan, was it?
Yeah, it was like, don't worry, I have a plan. Okay, what's your plan? I'm not going to tell you. It's grabbing you and, like, body slamming you to the ground to slow my own fall.
Body slam.
What slam? Okay.
Come on and slam.
Welcome to the jam. Okay. Okay, run!
I screamed as we both got up and began sprinting down the street, taking corners like no one's business.
Like no one's business. What is this?
Hey, no one's business.
It's like
I heard this-
1950s slang words.
It's
like
we
no
was
one's
taking
business.
corners like no one's business.
It was wizard. Absolutely wizard.
I heard the sound of wings as we ran, and attached my small bayonet to the end of the gun. I
What
turned
does he have
around.
one of them for?
I love that. Like he's got a bayonet and he just attaches it while sprinting to the end of a rifle.
He's a drug dealer. What sort of drug dealer has a rifle with a bayonet on the end of it?
Apparently he's Tony Montana.
It's like the other thing is, it's like the weapon he's using, whatever it was, I can't remember exactly, but it's a
A
rifle.
Carabiner 98K, thank you very much.
Yeah, that's a I think it's like a Mauser rifle type thing. So it's not an automatic gun, it's a single shot one. So instead of like drug dealers, when you think about them, they normally go around with like Uzis and stuff, like automatic weapons. This guy's going around with a rifle for hunting deer or some shit. There's no like, he's not going to be any drug dealing with that thing. It's like a bolt action rifle.
Oh well. I heard the sound of wings as we ran, and attached my small bayonet to the end of the gun. I turned around, and a winged guard ran his knife into the neck. He just really wanted to get out of this story.
Yeah, it's just like, please kill me now.
He gagged, blood coming from the wound in his neck and from his mouth. Once he died, I pushed the body off the knife and fired another bullet, it missing its target. So you killed him with the bayonet, and then tried to shoot his dead body and then missed.
Yeah. Come on. Shit, just gotta shoot it one more time.
Oh my God.
Fuck, I
Keep
don't
in
think
mind
it's
that these
dead
are
yet.
involved.
Fuck.
That this story involves the My Little, like the adorable little cartoon ponies from the children's show. You just have to remember that this is essentially like one of those parodies of a kid show where the characters just suddenly go like snap and start murdering one another.
I'm actually imagining right now that it's like almost Living Dead style with an overzealous actor, like he is literally just swearing the whole way in a southern accent, like, oh fuck, shit, fuck,
Oh,
it's like
fuck.
reloading the gun.
I'm honestly actually kind of imagining it like essentially like a cutaway skit in like for like Family Guy or something. It's just like, hold on, dear, screw, stab, shoot.
Okay, where are we at? Oh yeah. Dad, hurry!
Dashie screamed as I fell behind to our chasers. I was tackled by a pony, but I quickly recovered, shoving the stallion off me, and I continued running. We turned a corner, and there was the main 5 who had cut us off. We stopped and began running backwards. But we were stopped by the princess and her guards. Oh, that, like, they didn't even turn around. They were just like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, wait.
I'm just imagining the princess is standing at the end of the hallway, slowly clapping.
Yeah.
Well done.
Congratulations, Mr. Bond.
I'm afraid your path ends here, but you put up a good show, old sport. Ha 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 ha.
Oh, goodness. There was no way out. As I tried to comprehend what was happening, Dashie and I had gone back to back. Or back to flank! As we were close
Oh,
Yeah.
So instead of actually going back to black, no.
back to black.
Back in
Shut
black.
up.
Where
Back
the
in
fuck
black.
did that come from?
She gets right up and starts rubbing her butt on his back, so that they're back to flank.
Well, flank would be like the side of the butt.
Okay, well
so
then
it's
they'd be
yeah.
like in a 90-degree fucking angle or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going at 90 degrees right now.
We were trapped. Alright,
No,
I
I
think I'm
actually
gonna be
like
able
the
to do like 2 or 3 more chapters, but I don't have to go.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. I didn't suspect we were gonna be able to get through the entire thing in one sitting,
Yeah, probably not.
especially with all the props we had right off the bat. Let's keep going.
The princess stepped forward.
Chapter 4 captured.
Captured. The princess stepped forward as I tried to find a way out of this predicament.
Hang on 1 second.
Yeah, it's Celestia.
Chapter 5 captured.
Yeah. Chapter 4
Human,
captured.
let us take the Pegasus, and we will leave you go unharmed. Unharmed.
I looked into her eyes and spat at her. She frowned at me and took another step forward, raised her hoof, and hit me square across the face.
Good.
Oh my god, she's actually turned into like the Nazi from an old war film. It's like pulls off the glove, smack. Your peso, that's fine.
I actually like the idea that she's got like
The SS
kind
cap.
of riding crop like whip, and this is some sort of like camp in the 1940s. Just like, how dare you?
You brash Americans would pay for your insolence.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Interesting that.
I fell to the ground as I heard Dashie scream, and heard another thud as she hit the ground. I felt the point of impact, and realized that I had a nosebleed.
How can you even tell that from the point of impact?
He's Sherlock Holmes.
He's like a robot. He like falls to the ground. He's like checking for damage. Nosebleed.
Damage
Like
assessment,
bruising on the
nosebleed, mild bruising, situation.
Situation nominal.
Uncomfortable.
Nothing I haven't dealt with before.
I looked at Dashie, who had tears streaming down her face after Celestia hit her as well. As a father, my anger raged up, and I got up and stuck Celestia.
Whoa!
Me in the snout.
Wait, what does that actually mean?
He dick in the
He got
nose.
like a piece of tape and put it on her snout.
Oh, good.
Take that. He just put
Yeah.
some like, duct tape on her.
No one hits
Like,
my
no.
daughter.
I bellowed as the princess recovered from her shock. I felt an invisible power push me to the ground and hold me there. Twilight Sparkle, horn glowing, ran up to the princess.
Honestly, though, I see no issue with this because Dashie is the criminal here. She, for no reason, attacked and killed someone,
Yeah.
and this guy's just like, oh, fuck it. It was totally allowed, legit. That was fine.
Yeah.
Self-defense, you know.
Ignoring the fact that the magic is not invisible, I just wanted to point out real quick, an invisible power pushed me to the ground and held me there. Twilight Sparkle, horn glowing, ran up to the princess. I've read enough hentai to know where this is going.
Oh.
Here it comes.
This is, yeah. Bend over, boy.
Oh god.
Alright, this is Twilight, says you.
Princess Celestia, are you alright?
She asked in a panicked tone. Celestia recovered and scowled at me.
Yes, I'm quite alright.
Congratulations, you're now rarity.
What?
We're straining your limited acting abilities
God,
to
do
the
I
limit.
have any other?
Run out of silly voices, shit.
What can we do with him then?
Rarity
Supposed
asked if
to be
she...
a slightly Irish accent. We'll go with it.
There you go. Rarity asked as she nodded her head towards me.
Maybe we can brainwash him.
Well, I suggested. Here's after.
She's really just like,
For fuck's sake, I don't have any more voices.
No, you can be Muriel, fuck. Come on.
No, too much trouble.
Applejack replied. Shit.
How about we just torture him?
I love it. They really are just like a camp of evil Nazis. It's like, we can brainwash him. Nah, that would be too much trouble. Let's just torture him instead.
I don't even think they're being like Nazis. I think they're just fucking making fun of Southern people. It's like, oh, well, Applejack's Southern, so she's gonna want to torture him and give him the death penalty.
Yeah, it's like, how about we give him the death penalty?
Hey, sleep
Yeah,
with one.
sure, yeah.
One of
Why
them
not?
ain't meant to sleep with one of ours. Let's torture him.
Yeah.
The others agreed with her idea, and then started discussing Dashie's face. As they do. Even Fluttershy, by the way.
This is such like, this is another Call of Duty moment coming up right here.
I think we should waterboard her.
I think we should. I think we should pull out his toenails. Just maybe.
This seems like a legit idea.
Oh my god. The others... Okay, no. I looked at her, and she was standing, looking around for a way out. I then felt some of Twilight's magic lift from me, enabling me to move my arm. I slowly wiggled my arm to the rifle that was laying on the ground. I aimed it the best I could at Twilight, and fired. This reminds me of like a skit that Yahtzee did from Zero Punctuation, where like, he was talking about Duke Nukem Forever, and he was making fun of it, like saying that you could use the left and right triggers to control
yes.
ears. And like it's really helpful for that one boss battle where you're laying down. You have to use Duke's ears to fire the gun off. It's like it's that right now.
yes.
With only my pectoral muscles, I managed to aim and fire the weapon.
Pinky,
Uh,
have fun.
oh god, do I even have one for this? Oh yeah.
You have the deadpan, remember?
Oh yes, okay, of course. Twilight.
Pinkie Pie shrieked as she jumped up in front of Twilight, taking the bullet for her. Unfortunately, the pink mare didn't realize that I was aiming for Twilight's horn, and when she jumped in front of Twilight, the bullet entered her head, killing her.
How could this happen to me? Just in slow mo.
It's like it wasn't my fault. When I was on the ground bleeding out, like aiming as best I could, I was dead shotting straight for her horn. It wouldn't have killed her. I'm not the murderer here.
And you were supposed to know that as well. How stupid are you? No, I like it can actually be playing Ooh What You Say, just as she goes down. Everything goes in black and white in slow motion. Everyone's like, no. She hits the ground.
The ground
Then
run.
there'll be a slow shot of the bullet casing hitting, and everyone will be like,
Pinkie's body impacted.
someone will look up to the sky and just go, "Curse you, Dash!"
Mendoza!
It starts raining. Okay, anyway.
Pinkie's body impacted with Twilight, breaking the spell entirely. I got up and, leaving the rifle, ran away from the crowd of ponies with Dashie.
Author's note. I understand this chapter is really short. Because of that, I'll be starting a new story today.
Oh god.
Smiley face!
Also, I'll be leaving for Batesville, Texas this coming Sunday, where I get to smack all sorts of redneck faggots. And I will not be adding any chapters for 1 week. To make up, I'll be adding a new chapter to the story, as well as the new story coming out. Southern people.
I love how the last two stories had actually featured someone from England. Like, right around the area Lightingrabbit lives, and now Texas. It's like,
Yeah.
they are slowly finding us. We're gonna get one from California and one from Maine coming up soon.
Oh,
Yeah,
jeez, it's
it'll
over.
happen.
Speaking of it being over, I have a thing I gotta go do, so...
Okay, that's good enough. Four chapters is fine. We'll pick this up next time we don't have Cabral, which, let's face it, will be eventually.
We'll be next time.
Will be probably very soon.
Alright, thank you all for following along. We actually have a little bit right at the end, so stay tuned and listen to that. And, yeah, we'll see you guys next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Let me just make sure that's recording again. Hey guys, guess what? We decided to record this because this is pretty great. This is a little addendum to the end of My Little Fluttershy.
My Little Dashie Love Never Dies.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. So you said this is a journal entry for My Little Fluttershy?
No, this is My Little Dashie.
Oh, whoa, I thought you said... Oh, never mind. Well, yeah, let's do this. Okay, let's...
Look, okay, try it again.
Okay. Hey everybody, welcome back. We're recording again, I guess.
Yes, we're this is gonna be addended at the end of our little video that we're making here. This is a blog post on FimFiction about My Little Dashie Love Never Dies. The story's insight and how it came to be, which I've never seen before, so we're gonna be reading it blind. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
MLD was a story that came out of the blue, no pun intended. After reading MLD, I felt compelled to write a sequel, in quotes, and thus MLD was born. The prologue was written last year, so it is not my best of writing. The story is written, edited, and published by me.
Wait, is he claiming ownership over My Little Dashie?
I think, I don't know. I came up with The Love Never Dies, okay. I came up with The Love Never Dies as I was thinking about the horror movie Mama. The cover says, "A mother's love never dies," and I said to myself, "Love never dies," and thus the title was born.
Really? I
Solid
watched a horror
reasoning.
movie, so my theoretically emotional story about Dashie reuniting with her father was born. The title.
Oh, goodness.
What the fuck?
Ideas come to me as I go through my daily life.
No
I remember last year sitting through history class when an idea came to mind. That idea has been scrapped. Then why'd you fucking bring it up? One time I had an
Unfortunately,
idea.
that thing that I just talked to you about is not happening anymore.
Yeah, one day while I was taking a shower, I had an idea for a story, but then I decided not to do it. Anyway, I thought it was really
Like-
important for me to mention this.
Yeah, it's like one day I just had this idea, and then it went away again. Anyway, on with the story.
As I think of something, I try to pinpoint where it will be implemented in the story.
Sorry, did you say pinpoint?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, just clarifying.
One of my biggest flaws is that I want to add something into one of my stories, and I skip a bunch of details just to add the one thing.
I think we could actually probably cut that down. My greatest flaw is I want to add things to my stories.
Yeah, my greatest flaw is that I write fanfiction on the internet. If you haven't read it, go read it. But if you don't feel like clicking my name, then the story, here is a brief insight to the plot. After years without his daughter, Rainbow's human father gets a chance to see her again, but not under normal circumstances. If you wish to read the story, here's the link. Stay awesome, bronies.
Oh, well, I feel pretty good about this now, actually.
Yeah, I think this is, I mean, what can go wrong?
I don't know.
This fills me with about as much confidence as anything ever could, really.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He said something really nice about us. I fully self-identify by that term that he used to say I'm cool. So therefore, I love him now.
Yeah.
Is that the end of this? Is that the end of it?
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
Okay, great. Well, you know what? Fuck you. By the time you're hearing this, we'll have just finished reading the story. We haven't read it yet. But
Yes.
fuck you anyway. Good night.